Stevie Mitchell, estranged father of Billy in EastEnders, returns causing family tension. Nadine's pregnancy raises suspicions. Meanwhile, Gloria's death rattles the Knights, leading to turmoil. Bianca Jackson's surprise return coincides with Whitney and Zach's crisis. The week unfolds with confrontations, secrets, and potential reunions amidst Walford's drama. Spoilers for EastEnders reveal that Stevie Mitchell makes an unwanted comeback but becomes wary of Nadine's pregnancy. Alan Ford, a Hollywood celebrity, is back on the BBC serial opera. In the upcoming week's episodes of EastEnders, Stevie Mitchell will return, but his family won't be welcoming him home. Hollywood actor Alan Ford was cast as Billy Mitchell's estranged father, Stevie, the BBC One serial opera reported last year. After Stevie obtained sole custody of Billy's brother Charlie when he was 11 years old, Billy was raised in foster care. The two had not seen each other off-screen for more than 25 years. However, they were reunited when Stevie attended Aunt Sal's funeral in January. However, he hasn't been seen since. Billy, on the other hand, is going to have his happy bubble burst when Stevie comes in the East End next week and completely upends his life. He recently got engaged to his ex-wife Honey. Bad news for Nadine, who recently revealed to Jay Brown that she is expecting his child, will also accompany Stevie's arrival. When Nadine shows up with the news that she has been ejected from her residence, Lexi Pierce becomes more and more irate about the whole thing. Lexi spends the day with Billy after feigning illness to avoid attending school. She uses the occasion to clarify that she witnessed Nadine drinking, but Jay doesn't think she's telling the truth. Billy tries to talk to Jay, but when he proposes that Nadine do a DNA test, he unintentionally steps in. Aware of the tension, Nadine sets up cocktails at the Vic to try and win the family over, but when Billy's father Stevie shows up, everyone is thrown off. When Billy and Phil reveal that Stevie is not welcome, the Mitchells are taken aback. Billy and Phil both see right through Stevie's charm offensive, so they don't put up with it. Billy follows Honey's counsel and chooses to give Stevie a chance, which results in an open discussion regarding Billy's early years between father and son. Sadly, when Jamie is brought up, things swiftly spiral out of control and Billy orders his dad to leave his life. Later, Honey tells Stevie that he needs to put in more effort if he wants to have a relationship with his son, but when Stevie shows up to their house without warning, Billy gets upset. Billy rejects Lexi and Honey's second attempt to get him to give Stevie a chance, insisting he doesn't want to know. Taking control of the situation, Lexi surreptitiously asks Stevie for assistance with Jay's predicament. When they get to Jay's, Stevie pushes Nadine to take a DNA test. Steve begins to suspect Nadine's behavior as the week goes on, but will he find out any secrets? Is he acting suspiciously? Amidst a shocking arrival, BBC EastEnders shares depressing funeral news, with the family being torn apart. Next week, EastEnders will break some heartbreaking news regarding a burial that will leave the Knight family torn apart ahead of a suspected surprise arrival. A surprising arrival coincides with some sad news regarding a funeral for one EastEnders family next week. Gloria and Eddie Knight, George's parents, arrived and left in recent weeks, completely upended the Knight family. Although George was aware that he was adopted, he was unaware that his real parents had given him up as part of a baby farming plot. When George's parents demanded his return, Eddie made the decision to kill George's father in order to ensure that he would never be able to have George back. Gloria had been keeping this a secret for months when, in an unfortunate turn of events, she suffered a heart attack and died while George was sitting next to her in the hospital, leaving him grieving. Next week's EastEnders spoilers. First, a look at two returns, Bianca and Stevie. Next week's spoilers for The Walking Dead indicate two significant comebacks for the show. Bianca Jackson is back in Walford, and she is definitely happy to be back. Whitney is in luck since Britney is soon to be taken away. The same cannot be said of Stevie Mitchell's family's response when he exposes his face. Will he be able to convince Phil and Billy otherwise? They don't want anything to do with him. When Sonia returns to Walford, she is taken aback to meet her sister Bianca. When Bianca and Rice first meet, he is overcome by her presence. Bianca is quickly getting to know the new Albert Square inhabitants. Before long, she hears Vinny passing out flyers announcing the cafe's reopening, then Bianca takes advantage of the chance to obtain a job. However, she has also observed Bernie appearing dejected and declining to re-enter the cafe. Bernie and Bianca converse on the square. Bernie is urged to return to work by Beeb during the heart-to-heart. But can Bernie actually find the grave where her brother was buried? 2. Britney removed. Whitney and Britney's teacher have a fruitful discussion about Whitney's Usher syndrome. Rice, however, steps in when he says Whitney isn't Britney's biological mother. Social services will soon be at Whitney's door. She is taken aback by their coming because she is unaware of what Rice has said. For her own protection, Britney has to be taken away. Social services explains that before releasing Whitney back to them, they need to verify her account of what happened with Keely. 3. Zach and Bianca collaborate. Whitney lies on the couch in astonishment, crushed about Britney. Zach is concerned about how the tension is affecting her and the child. After that, Zach and Bianca decide to cooperate in order to find Keely. So that Britney can return home, they need her to support Whitney's account. They are able to convince Keely to meet them at Walford East. However, things quickly worsen as Bianca berates Keely and criticizes her parenting. Britney would be better off without them all, according to Keely. Can Zach and Bianca convince her otherwise? 4. More spoilers for EastEnders. Stevie is returned. When Stevie shows up in Walford, the Mitchells are taken aback. He plays up to the family, but Phil and Billy let him know he's not invited. Billy bolts from the room. Honey follows him and urges him to talk to his father, but as soon as he finally agrees, the topic immediately shifts to Jamie. At that point, Billy gives his dad the boot. 5. Stevie starts to doubt Nadine. Billy is urged to give Stevie a chance by Lexi and Honey. Lexi then brings Stevie to 29B since she needs his assistance with Jay and Nadine and Stevie converse. He advises her to have the baby's DNA tested, but Stevie doesn't take long to start questioning Nadine's actions. What will he find out? 6. Yolanda takes a picture. Levi worries because Yolanda isn't showing up for prayer group. But Yolanda's complete overreaction leaves Denise and Patrick speechless. Patrick is still perplexed by Yolanda's actions. Will she ever explain the true cause of her problems to him? 7. Yolanda in danger. In the spoilers for EastEnders, Yolanda gets into a fight with Chelsea over her plans to arrange Jordan's baptism. Yolanda becomes concerned that Chelsea might be in danger when she learns that Chelsea is talking about the service with Pastor Clayton. Chelsea is told to leave by Yolanda, who rushes over to the community center. Her actions perplex Chelsea, who tries politely to ask some clarifying questions. Yolanda covers right away. However, Chelsea isn't persuaded and tries to talk Patrick into scheduling a visit with her physician. When he subsequently discovers that Yolanda let the hob catch fire because she was so preoccupied, he begins to believe she is correct. Please subscribe our channel.